Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to day 17 of the 31 Days of Halloween Horror Challenge from Nightmare on Film Street. Today is Swearwolf, werewolves, not swearwolves. Almost got that reversed.
Let's do swearwolves, not werewolves. It's only movies where werewolves swear.
or that just hairy people with Tourette syndrome.
Let's hope not. All right.
I just gave Trauma a new idea.
Moving on. Before films, before we're done with this.
Alright, so for werewolves, this is just, for me, this is just one of the best werewolf movies ever made. I went with Dog Soldiers.
Yeah, you stole my pick.
Yeah.
It's my second favorite horror film of all time. I love the movie.
Just like a fun, almost like spiritual remake of Predator, because it kind of deals with the same premise of military people going after a supernatural or unearthly creature. So I have a lot of fun with Dog Soldiers.
Oh, I love it. I love it to death. British horror, but good. Mm-hmm. Like good from an American standpoint, more action packed. But like, I love it to death. Neil Marshall is one of my favorite horror directors. Mm-hmm. It's the cast is amazing. I feel like they all they're comrades. Like it works. The effects are great. It is missing the transformation scene, but it's because they just knew they couldn't do it right, so they didn't.
And honestly, that kind of humanizes the wolves, and we don't want them to be. We don't have to have the sympathy factor with normal werewolves.
I was going to say, but the Wolfman, the original, Universal didn't have a picture of the moon. It didn't have a bunch of stuff. So, just because you're missing one element, but I am warning you, Dog Soldiers. That is the one thing stopping it from just not being an argument if it's the best werewolf movie ever made. Is it doesn't have that transformation scene. It also, something I'd like to point out, is a movie that I only recently found out is one of the most watched movies by deployed troops.
Oh, nice.
Because it's about camaraderie. Yeah. It's about facing the unknown and that. And the guys are real soldiers. Mm-hmm. These guys are making inappropriate jokes. They're talking like friends. Yeah. He gives the guy his watch. He's like, "What do you do?" "I guess I'll count, won't I?" Like, it's just these men are soldiers, and I believe it, and I love the film, and if it wasn't for you picking it, would have been my pick.
Okay, so now I'm curious of what your pick is for werewolves.
Well, when you've taken Dog Soldiers away from me, I thought at first I was going to go obscure and just pick like this, like it's good, but you probably think. And then I thought, and I'm like, this isn't about that. This is just telling people watch this good werewolf movie. So if any of my picks are obvious, this is the most obvious. Okay. It's The Howling.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
American Werewolf in London is more well regarded. I prefer The Howling. I don't hate it. I just think The Howling is a better film. It's more in line with what I like out of the horror genre. I will say it's gotten better as I've gotten older. I don't know if I'm picking up on more, like she's clearly in, like when I was a kid, I was just like, why is she taking a vacation? Oh, she's just getting away from the city because, she had a traumatic, no, she's experiencing PTSD. And turns out, unfortunately, her therapist is not the best person to be experiencing this with. But love it to death, good, if not great transformation. We can argue who has the best transformation scene in history. I think it's American Werewolf in London. Yeah. But this is right up there. I will say the most terrified werewolf I have ever... Like, when she's stuck in the room and he's transforming and you know what the end result of this is. Yeah. Terrifying. And then you realize even if she got out of this room, what does it matter?
She's in a town full of them.
So, well, it's not just that. She's in the middle of the woods. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You're dead. You're watching this man transform, realizing... You have a countdown clock in your head, and when that hits 0, you die. Yep. And it's awesome. The effects are great. The implication of what's going on is great. It's got some nudity. It's got a somewhat famous sex scene. It's got a horrible sequel that I love to death. It's one of my favorite bad movies of all time. But no, this is a great film. The Howling, if you've somehow never seen it, and I'm mostly talking to younger people because if you're my age, you've seen it and you like horror. Watch The Howling after you watch Dog Soldiers. Absolutely.
Another good solid double feature. Okay, so that is it for day 17. For day 18, Barbara Crampton.
Oh, so many options.
Yes.
And almost all of them great.
Yes.
Almost all of them. So, looking forward to that.
All right, so that'll be day 18 tomorrow. So until then, this is Mackenzie Lambert.
John Cleveland.
All right, see you tomorrow, folks.
Bye.